Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jhaun Bryan, aka the Blue Blur from Blur Racing, and this is the Blur Report. So, this is the Blur Report, and as you all know, I recently went to a certain event, aka a night sprint and off-roading on the farm put on by the Mobile Racing Association. Now, what a lot of you don't realize is that you're missing out, because we have drivers in our country, talented, and are putting out some serious driving here in Jamaica, and a lot of you don't know. So in the night sprint, we had a full lineup of drivers, okay? Not only did we have a lineup of drivers, but we had one female competitor in Tisana win. Now, to me, I was impressed. Not only because of her driving style, but the fact that this woman has on a full makeup setup, okay? Makeup is well done. You know, like when they have them baby hair, they were curl right or so? Yes, man. My girl had that on. Put on her helmet and she was on the track. People, I kid you not, I was impressed. I was impressed. And why I was impressed? Because I feel like if I went out there, she would make me do a mistake, and then you hear someone girl beat me. In all honesty, I think she beat somebody, but me not call them name just yet. Okay? Not only did you have her, but you had the Graham brothers. The Graham brothers of Matthew and Mark Graham. And not only did they say them going to compete, them father decided, say, you know, me just feel like say, staying home is not for me this weekend. The man come to drive. And daddy kind of beat the two boy them still. So I know in that household, daddy still beat and teach. Because the father had a better time than his sons. So Matthew and Mark, I tell you from now, if you sharpen up on the skills, because now my father beat me still. Just saying. But then now, you have the Not Nice Racing Camp. Listen, people, you see this Not Nice Racing Camp? Jason King, Brandon King, and Raina King. Three very different drivers. Let me just make that very clear. Okay? Now, Jason King is in a front-wheel drive class. And in this front-wheel drive class, it's not the same as an all-wheel drive setup that Raina and Brandon are doing. However, if you realize Jason very carefully, Jason is more meticulous, more surgical. He's not just flat out. He tries to be more technical. And Jason's driving is improving. Every single time I see Jason driving is improving. Don't get me wrong, I feel like, say, having him wife and him kids there, I make him drive much better than he probably can. Because I feel like, say, him wife play a very vital role. You see, anyhow, you go on an event, and she did it, and then two people did it, I guarantee you Jason go come last. Because that's his motivators, okay? We'll move to Raina now. Raina is just... I feel like Raina is the epitome of Daryl. Let me tell you what I mean now. Rest in peace, Daryl. I love that man. Raina is flat. Raina don't know about his time with the gas. Raina just knows that if I want to go fast, I put my foot on the gas pedal, and if I feel like using my left foot to use the left foot brake, I'm just in the right foot now, I put up on the gas pedal. Let me tell you that from now. So Raina King is on it, and Raina King did a very admirable time. The thing about it is, it sometimes hurt him. You can't go flat out all the time. But that's just Raina's style. And him get it from his older brother, and rest in peace to his father as well. Him get it from him, Raina King Sr. Now I knew Uncle Raina. Uncle Raina could drive too. Flat out same way. So we can see where the genes come from. Then we turn to Brandon. Oh Jesus. You see, Brandon people, I might trouble Brandon about his height and about using an encyclopedia to see over the steering. But in all honesty, that's just my way of trying to deflect from the fact that Brandon is a true racer. He may not be flat out like Rayner. He may not be as meticulous as this, but he is the fine-tuned version of both of them. He is the right in between. He knows when to be flat out. He knows when to be technical. And I'm telling you people, when he gets in that car, to leave him alone, we're going to see some damn good driving from Brandon King. You see me? Brandon. Hey, listen me. Just remember, you know, the Not Nice Racing Camp is them not dead. Them did it. And I guarantee you people, anytime there's a rally sprint, the Not Nice Racing crew will be there. You know what I call them? We three kings. But anyway, let's move on. Because we have to now talk about Demar. Now you see Demar, I genuinely believe, I don't want to say this, you know. I don't want to say it because if I go say it now, I'm admitting that this man can drive, okay? This man picks on me, okay, people? Maybe it's because I'm taller. Maybe it's because I'm more handsome. I don't know. But this man always picks on me, okay? So I don't like complimenting him. But people, anyhow we see Demar Lee in a proper car with no issue, I genuinely feel like because this man always has something fighting with the car. This man's clutch was slipping at the event. The clutch is slipping. And this man is 3 seconds off Fraser McConnell's time. What does that tell you? This man is a driver. He uses what he has. I can't figure out how he does it. I do believe he also has a secret weapon in his arsenal, aka his mother, aka Miss Debbie, aka Demar! Listen, people, if you go to an event and Demar Lee is there, I guarantee his mother is there. You may not know it's her until when you see her and you hear her. But this woman, regardless if she is in Kingston, if she is abroad, I guarantee you people, you will hear this woman whenever Demar Lee goes on the start line and goes off. You will hear this woman in the distance, and I have done it countless times at every event I can think of. You hear her. God, Demar! Listen, Miss Debbie, I love you. I wish I was your son sometimes because you don't stop cheer. Okay? Strong support team. And it's great. But so now we turn to Marvin Portous. Now people, Marvin has been in the game for years. And the one thing I have to just admire about Marvin is that he helps any and everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what car you may drive, even if you don't drive a car. If you go over to Marvin Portous and you say to him, say, sir, how can I get into it? Or can you teach me? What techniques do I need to have? Marvin Portous will always tell you. And that's what I have to rate with him. You know? I kind of vexed still because he saw my son at the event and him start calling my son Chubby, you know, from the Chubby buckle. My son probably look like that now, but he's big boned, okay? You see the size of me. Him have him father physique. But I don't feel no way, Marvin. Because at the end of the day, Marvin always come for drive. And listen to me, people. Marvin have issues, you know. Marvin go out there, put on a nice time on the first run, go out for the second run, and broke the axle. And I go tell him, I say, boy, I broke the axle, so I'm out for the day. I'm like, Marvin, you're one of the most brilliant drivers I know. Find the bamboo stick, put that thing in and go drive. And I kid you not, people, if he could have done it, he would have done it. Because Marvin Portous is innovative like that. Now let's go to Najir Bernard. Najir Bernard was the youngest driver there. My issue that I have with Najir is that his father, Troy, always seems to give this man or this boy the car like something do it. Some gremlin depend this car, okay? Troy, I don't know what you need to do. Give this boy a better car, okay? I love the car though. It screams Frankenstein. It just screams that I want to kill you, but at the same time, I'm a little too weak and feeble to kill you, but the car can work. The next thing though, is that Najir is talented. He's raw. It's like an uncut diamond. You're gonna have to take time and polish him. He made a mistake on his first run, kinda run off. But you know which rugrats were there to save him? AKA Miles, AKA Omari Paragon Singh, AKA Zidane Madden. Listen people, they're thick as thieves. Those were the three persons who ran out there before the officials got there, pushed the car back on the track, and Najir was off. Najir improved on his time because that first run, even with that mistake, he did a 4 minutes. But little by little, after getting used to the car, Najir did a 2:50. Little car issues, they figured it out. He went back out there. And that's what I love. But Najir is so raw that I guarantee you people, you're going to hear stuff about this little youth, you know. And it's because he's so humble, very quiet. You know, he's not really very outspoken. But I'm telling the people, with a calm demeanor like that, right, really deep down. Now finally, we're going to talk about Fraser McConnell, the internationally acclaimed driver that represents us, Jamaicans, abroad. The thing about Fraser McConnell that a lot of people don't understand, or I don't think a lot of people notice, is that Fraser McConnell is a regular Joe. I've seen this man pick up tools and do things on the car. I've seen this man lifting out equipment out of the back of his van. Like, I legit sometimes thought, and I think a lot of people assume it too, that Fraser McConnell doesn't do anything but just drive. He puts on his suit, puts on his helmet, and he drives. You're mistaken. He's a regular, average Joe. And that's what I appreciate about Fraser McConnell. He does everything else. He's a regular person. But when you put him in a car seat, and he puts on the helmet, and he goes to the start line, people, I kid you not, it's like a switch. As soon as the flag raises, and he's on the limiter, and he dumps the clutch, he's no longer average. This man is supernatural. I kid you not, people. And this is a true story. The last time I saw Fraser McConnell drive was at a certain rally sprint in Bogwalk a couple weeks ago. I legit went over to Fraser McConnell and I asked him 2 questions. Number 1, do you do drugs? Because I think you are on drugs. You are either taking some kind of substance that causes you to drive like this with no fear, or you were trained by halfway tree taximen. Because people, the way how me see this man fling a car and turn the steering and dive into some overtakes when he's on the international scene, I want halfway tree taximen pushing up the guy. Anyone else will happen to that arm, will happen to taxi. You see how them man interweave in the traffic? I'll go up on the soft shoulder sometime and just shoo, cut out some people and gone. Fraser McConnell was trained by one of them. I asked him both questions. I won't tell you what he told me. But I guarantee you people, I asked the right question and it wasn't the drugs one, okay? It wasn't the drugs one. But I legit believe people, this man is a true representation of what all of us want to be like. Because Fraser McConnell makes sure he gets there. He's professional. This man has his team. They all know what they do. Let me give a big shout out to one of his mechanics, aka Lizard. Now Lizard is very integral. This man ensures after every single run to torque spec each lug nut on each wheel before he goes out every single time. I kid you not, people. A torque wrench. Click, click, click. I don't know how him get the job though, because Fraser, may I ask you the question. I really and truly ask you. For a man when I have no left knee, a left or right, me just know say one of him knee mash up. Him always have one knee bad. How him get that job there? Because me almost sure you can't have to stoop down to use a torque wrench. I know something not good for him knee. Okay? I should know when I tighten my lug that it hurts my knee. And my knee isn't as bad as Lizard. But big up yourself, Lizard. Just make sure you always have on your knee brace, because you walk past me without it while we were at the event, and I kid you not, I feel like say you were drunk or something, or you have a peg leg. Make sure you wear a knee brace. But big up Lizard. But Fraser McConnell, people, is a true professional. This man gets to the event, his car is in tip-top shape, and this man is consistent. Every little fine detail that this man goes on track, he tries to find every advantage he can. Every corner he goes into, if he goes into the corner a little too slow and thinks he can get a little bit more out of it, he comes back in, fine-tunes his little brain, and does it even better. If it's one thing I can tell you that Fraser McConnell did better than all of them, him dust up the entire place. Okay? I was supposed to camp there. Me saying I'm going to be very responsible. I'm going to set up my tent and set up my crew and make sure my wife and son and my brethren them and everybody set up, and then go and do my little commentating. Stupid decision. Because when Fraser McConnell reach a certain corner, people, I have video evidence. When this man came around the corner, everybody else backed off of the gas pedal, allowed the car to reach a certain angle, and then went back on the gas pedal. This man did not lift his foot off the gas pedal. And every time he went around that corner, people, I kid you not, the amount of dust that went on my tent. Yo, listen to me. If me have asthma, I go blame Fraser, I go blame Demar Lee, I go blame Brandon King, and I go blame Raina King. Because people, it was a dust fest. But in all of it, it was so enjoyable. It was so exciting. When you saw some of the driving that these guys put down, I kid you not, people, you missed it, you know. You don't miss it. And to be very honest, if I could do that weekend over again, I would not change a thing. Not even when I put up my tent, because guess what? It was all a part of the experience. Because not only was that great, but they had a camping time, people. I don't even know if I want to talk about that. But that was a whole different thing. Listen, I for one believe that the talent pool that is here in Jamaica is not only in the running, it's not only in football, and quite frankly, it's not only in sports like that, swimming. We have talented young men out there, and women, who can drive. And seeing Fraser McConnell on the international scene only opens the door for so many others. But I kid you not, people, we need to promote and push this motorsport thing. We have so many young men out there. They're not athletically inclined. Some of them aren't the smartest. But if you put them behind a wheel, the things that they do, it's just mind-blowing. And I, for one, believe that the private sector and even the public sector need to start sponsoring. And if you're ready for sponsor, put me in the top of the queue. My car need to fix. I'm just saying. But, people, this is something that you cannot miss. The next time it comes around, do not miss it. But we soon talk about the camping part. I'm going to talk about the off-roading part, because that's a whole different ball game. But for right now, people, this is your boy Jhaun Bryan, aka the Blue Blur from Blur Racing, and this has been the Blur Report.